This is Yvette LaFleur, and this is your crystal divination for January 2024. There were originally 23 crystals in the basket. I was guided to take out 13 and throw 13, and only 9 of them made it onto the board. Yeah, I had to recount just to make sure. So 9 of them made it onto the board. This grid, every area is about a different area of life. And so I'm going to focus where the crystals fell. So we're going to start up here with area number 1, which is about yourself. And this is sodalite, and sodalite is about, January is about releasing mental conditioning, slowing down, and introspection, which is perfect for a brand new year. You know, when you're taking a look at what it is that you want, what it is that you want the new year to bring to you, what do you want to speak into existence? Because sodalite is also a crystal of the throat chakra. So that's the first area. The second is the area, I'm focusing this on the area of number 6, which is your health. Number 5 is children, and you'll see how they combine together. But 6 is, this is Larimar, and what you're being encouraged to do. You know, January, the gyms get loaded with people, right? Because people start this New Year's resolution with physical fitness and et cetera, et cetera. Well, Larimar is saying, hey, listen, it is time to spend some self-healing time. Like, make your commitment to be self-healing. And Larimar is about connecting with Mother Earth. So get yourself outside, whether you're going for a walk, whether you're sitting on your porch and drinking some water or tea or coffee or whatever, whether you're getting your feet in the sand or the snow, wherever you are, connect with Mother Earth. Larimar says connect with Mother Earth. It's also about healing heart trauma. So it's interesting that it's connected with children and your health. So as parents, it's not uncommon to have some heart hurts around our children. And so that Larimar is supporting you in doing that healing work. And speaking of the healing work that you do for yourself also impacts your children. When one heals, we all heal. And so you are doing the ancestral work and the work for the generations to come in your family. Larimar is also, when it comes to health, about removing your self-imposed blocks. So it's interesting that sodalite is about going in, doing the work. What are the mental conditioning things that you need to release? And Larimar over here in the area of health is saying, hey, it's time for some self-healing. Easy to focus on that physical for people that with those gym memberships, but what are the memberships that you can do for your self-healing? What are the things you can put into place for your self-healing? Let's move up here to this area 7, which is relationships, partnerships, and area 8, which is about what there is to surrender. And this is red aventurine. And red aventurine is letting you know that your relationships or your partnerships can actually support you in the journeys that you're taking. You know, sometimes we feel, even though we're in partnership, that we need to do it alone. Red aventurine reminds you that you don't need to do it alone. You can ask your partner to be your partner in optimism, in moving forward. And then when it comes to the surrendering, red aventurine is also about surrendering your anger and your irritation. So whether it's your anger and your irritation towards your partner, or whether it's anger and irritation in general, is anger and irritation, or are anger and irritation ruling your life? Like, are they what's keeping you stagnant and unable to move forward? That's what red aventurine is saying. Hey, take a look at this. As we move on to this area here, this is spirituality. We'll do 9. We'll do spirituality first. And we have chalcopyrite here. And chalcopyrite helps you connect the past to the present challenges. So when you are looking at, when you're doing your prayer and you're doing your meditation and you're asking the whys, you know, you may be saying, why is this happening again? It's taking a look at that connection between what's happened in the past, what's happened in the present, and you are the common denominator. That's our reality. So we have to take a look at that connection and how that all ties together and what there is to learn for it. This crystal also helps enhance perception. So if you're looking for a crystal for January, chalcopyrite is a perfect one because it's also a Capricorn crystal. And if you're looking for spiritual connection, chalcopyrite is wonderful to have as part of your collection. In the area of your career, which is area 10, we have the chalcopyrite firmly planted there, and we have sodalite. And sodalite, well, let's start with the chalcopyrite. Again, this is connecting with your career, connecting past to present challenges. Have you switched jobs and you find that you're in the same situation that you were in the last job or the job before that? And again, you are the common denominator. So asking yourself, what is it about me that needs to be healed or altered or changed? Or what is it about the choices that I make for jobs that needs to shift? So chalcopyrite, connecting that past, connecting to the present, what are you bringing in over and over again that needs some work? In this area of career, we also have sodalite. And sodalite is also about introspection. So there's a lot of introspection for January, a lot of going in and connecting the past to the present. And sodalite is also about your heart's desire. Is the job that you're in right now what you really desire? Or are you getting the same kind of job over and over again, or doing the same thing over and over again in your job, which keeps you from being happy and lit up and joyous? Sodalite says, hey, take a look at that. And sodalite also encourages you to release old mental conditioning. So are you in the job because you feel that you need to keep the job? We've changed over generations where there was a time where people had a job and they stayed in that job until they retired. And we're no longer living that kind of lifestyle. So is there something you need to change to be true to your heart? Up in area 11 here, we have your friendships, and you'll see black tourmaline and moonstone. Find it interesting that butted up against one another, black tourmaline and moonstone, and also snowflake obsidian. So both of these are a combination of white and black, which is the balance between the masculine and the feminine, and the white and black, again, balance of two ends of the spectrum. So black tourmaline and moonstone, when it comes to friendship, balancing your male and your female friendships, having both. And not only your male and female friendships, but the male is the doing, the female is the being. So balancing the type, you have friends that you do stuff with, and then you have friends that you can be with. There's an importance to having both of those in your life, and the black tourmaline and moonstone reminds you of that. And this also indicates that your friendships are actually very uplifting to you, and it's part of that is giving them the time, being open. It's also indicative of being open to new ideas. Are you open to doing new things or being with people that you may not have been with before? Open to new friendships. Black tourmaline and moonstone says, hey, open up. It's time to expand. Now, area 12 is secrets and what's hidden from you. And we have a little bit of black tourmaline and moonstone, but we also have this the snowflake obsidian. Snowflake obsidian is saying, okay, you have some outworn patterns and unwanted behaviors that you have not looked at yet. And because the black tourmaline and moonstone here is really secure in your friendship, but eking over into secrets and hidden things, I think that time that you're being with your friends, having those conversations about what am I not seeing about myself? What's going on that I need to be aware of? That is a scary ass thing to ask sometimes, but this is what the crystals are suggesting that you do. Be open to new ideas from your friends. What is it that they have to share with you? Also, the snowflake obsidian is work-life balance. So is that something that's hidden from your view right now? Are you overdoing it so that you do not have time for friends, for fun, for things outside of work? Now, in our outcome here, we have lepidolite. So I'll tell you what, it brings it all together, because lepidolite is about emotional healing, peace, supporting your inner work, and how past lives affect your current life. So it's summarizing this whole reading about being aware of the past. How is the past impacting the present? What is it that you need for emotional healing? Connecting your relationships, intimate relationships and friendships, and having them support you in the work that needs to be done. And then the outcome is that peace when you do that work. Well, happy January 2024. I hope it is an amazing month.